In today's video, Dog Squad, we are going to be tier ranking once again. We'll be doing a lot more of these in the off season, and I kind of just like doing them. We are going to be doing a tier ranking video for the NFL divisions. We're going to be doing all division. We're going to be ranking based off their quarterbacks and the receivers. We'll be more in the future, running backs and defense and all that, and I'll remind you later in this video for that too. So we're going to be doing all that. Before we get in this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. We're on the road to 1K. We're super close to 900. We're about 40 or 50 away. So let's try to get there soon. Let's try to get there by August, 1K at least. Now without further ado, let's get right in this video. Okay, so we're going to start off with quarterbacks here. We do have right now, so we got A, B, C, D, and F. So we start off with the AFC East. So you got Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Drake May, and Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, that would probably fall under the A group because you got three quarterbacks that are actually doing pretty well. Josh Allen's obviously a wonderful quarterback. Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl. And Tua is getting there. And I don't know if he'll be on the Dolphins next year or not. And then Drake May's a rookie. We don't know how he's going to be. So I have to put them in probably the A right now. I mean, I think they're an A group. I mean, I guess you could put them in the B, I guess. But you got some quarterbacks that are on there. They're actually good. You know, this is a quarterback. This is a division that about a couple years ago was one of the top. Last year was the AFC North, which we'll get to in just a second. But I think that's a good quarterback group. All right, so next we have the AFC South. You have the Texans, Titans, Jaguars, Colts. Yeah, it's probably a mid group. Texans already have C.J. Stroud, and Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence. So we know those quarterbacks are good. You know, Trevor Lawrence was better last year. They got a little worse. Got injured, so I guess it makes Titans have Will Levis. He's probably mid right now, but he's getting there. You know, he's on his second year coming this year. Colts and Anthony Richardson haven't even gotten anything yet, so this is probably a C because of those two quarterbacks are at least helping it. If it was bad enough, we probably would put D or F, but this is a mid quarterback group of division. Let's stick them at C. Falcons, Panthers, Bucks, Saints. Derek Carr's getting older, can't really do much with the Saints. Falcons haven't really. I mean, you got Kirk Cousins, so he's probably that B type of quarterback. Bryce Young, I'm sure he'll do better eventually. Bucks, probably. This is like an in-between. You don't know what they're going to do. It's probably a C group. Honestly, I can't really mark them at a B right now. It's probably a C group. You know, I think it's just in between. They aren't. I don't think it's a skill division enough to be a B group. So, but we'll just see about that. Okay, so Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Bengals. You got Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, and Deshaun Watson. You make these two good. These are really good quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson can be good if he stays healthy. I don't think he's the best quarterback, but he's doing well. This is probably a B. You got two really good quarterbacks, and you got two that are just not the type, so it kind of ruins it. But it doesn't ruin it by that much, so we'll bump it down to B. You know, if we had maybe two other quarterbacks, if Deshaun was maybe at his still Texans and Russell Wilson was still in his prime, I think we'd be seeing an A quarterback, probably above these. Packers, Bears, Vikings, Lions. Jared Goff and Jordan Love stand out to me. I don't know about the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy, and I don't know about Caleb Williams. But these two are fine. These two are next rookies. I don't really know. It's kind of hard to maybe try to see them in a C or a B. I can't really say much, so I'm just trying to stick them as a B. I don't know what J.J. McCarthy's potential is going to be, but I think Caleb Williams, we'll see what he does. This will be a low B. Possibly. If there was a middle range, I could. I just didn't name. I would probably give it a B minus. I'll put it a B. We know Jordan Love's getting better, and Jared Goff's a good quarterback itself. I don't see any potential in J.J. McCarthy. Now, they could prove me wrong. I think it was a B pick, but I just don't know what he's going to do. And Caleb Williams, we'll see what he does. I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to have a good season for the Bears. We just don't know how long that will last. So then the quarterbacks, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks, 49ers. I mean, this starts off with Kyler Murray, Geno Smith, Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy. Kyler Murray's not bad. Geno Smith's really not that bad. I mean, he's a good quarterback. Brock Purdy and then Matthew Stafford. I think that's an A group right there. Now I guess you could put that in a B because you do have some injury, but I mean, I don't know. I mean I think that those are good quarterbacks right there. Maybe it could be A or B. I don't really know because Kyler. I mean, they're good quarterbacks. I want to stick them in A. I think this is an A group. These are good quarterbacks. Kyler Murray's a pretty good quarterback if he stays healthy. Geno Smith's getting a little older, but I think he's still proven himself to be a quarterback for a little bit longer for Seattle. And then of course you have Matthew Stafford and Brock Purdy who are still rising as quarterbacks. And I think that's an A group. I don't want to put them a B. I can, but that'd probably be an A minus if anything. All right, so this division, our division, the NFC East. Jaden Daniels, I think, will have potential. The Giants with Daniel Jones. I don't think he's as good. And then you got Dak and Hurts, two good quarterbacks right there. You got Daniels. I mean, this is probably like... I mean, I'll say this is like maybe a B, maybe a... I don't know. I think Jaden Daniels has potential. This is kind of hard to see. What do you think it's going to be, a B or C? That's a tough one. Let me come back to that one. That is a tough one to decide. Okay, this one, Herbert and Mahomes are fine. I don't know about these two. This one, on the other hand, rises up to the challenge, but this is probably falling in. This is probably, it's either between C or D. This is probably a C because you do have two good quarterbacks right there. But then again, it's 50-50, so you got to put it as a C right there. We have no D's and F's. We have some pretty good quarterback balances because I'm not the NFC East. Okay, so the Cowboys and Eagles are fine. I'm gonna put this division. I'll put it a low B. We'll put it a low B because we've seen Daniel Jones rise. We've seen him do well. We know Jaden Daniels. I think he's going to be good. I think he won't be a bust. As of right now, I don't think he'll be a bust. It's kind of hard to decide that. And then you got the Cowboys and Eagles, of course, having really good quarterbacks. So that's not really a worry. I'm going to have it as a B, but I just can't. The Broncos and the Raiders, I don't see anything in what they're going to do. I don't see what they're going to do, really. I think that's a mid group. I think this division actually has a chance because I have potential in Jaden Wood. Now, Jaden Daniels, I didn't have potential, and I would move this to a C. But I think since, you have Daniel Jones is really what I'm going to have to go for. That's what I'm putting at B. If Daniel Jones was back still going into his playoff year, the year that they went to the divisional round to play the Eagles, I would definitely say that would probably be an A group if I knew also Jaden Daniels was good. Now, this was last year. I would definitely put this as a C because you had Sam Howell. But I have potential in Jaden Daniels. I think he'll do fine at Washington. I think he'll do well. Okay, so that is the quarterback level. And now we are going to move on to our last one, our second one. We are going to move on to wide receivers. Now, I'm sorry if I didn't do running backs or defense. I may do that at a later time, but I just wanted to make it a little shorter because these are quarterbacks and receivers, people, the duos and all that. We'll probably do running back rooms at some other time here and defense sometime in the postseason or off-season, sorry. Now let's move on to wide receivers. Now we're moving on to the wide receivers here. So we start off with the AFC East. The Jets have Garrett Wilson. Buffalo has, well, they're a little lower on receivers. Patriots still can't do it, but Dolphins kind of rise that up to the challenge. I'll give it a B. You got some good ones on the Bills. You lost Diggs, okay, big deal. Jets got Garrett Wilson. Randall Cobb's also not bad, and Lazard's actually good. And then you have Dolphins have one of the best receiving in a league, and then Patriots, you just don't know what they're going to do. They're not really that good. Give it a B. I'll give it a B. Texans, one of the best right now. Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs. I mean, they're really good. The Jaguars, they'll have Calvin Ridley moved out, but you do have Jones, and you do have some others. And Zay Jones, you have Titans. I mean, that could be fine. The Colts on the other end, I mean, you got two classes that are probably good. One may not be as good. I'll give this a C because you don't really have anybody probably here. I mean, well, you do have Michael Pittman Jr. So I guess I'll give this a B. You do have Michael Pittman Jr. I did forget about him. I'll give this a B. You got some class. I'll give it a low B. Just to state, I will give it a low B. due to the Titans. The Titans aren't even that, I mean, I guess they're not that bad. They're also not that good, but you got these three that are probably pretty good in the receiving class. I'll give them that. Falcons, Panthers, I mean, none of those two. Buccaneers and Mike Evans, okay. And then the Saints, you know, they're getting older. It's probably, I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to mark them in a D here. This isn't the best receiving. I don't think this is the best of the receivers, honestly. I mean, not at least I can think of as of right now. I can't think of any receivers right now that stand out to me in a receiving room. They may have receivers, but I don't think they stand out. Maybe, well, I guess Drake London and all that, but okay, that's it. Maybe I can move them up. Maybe, okay, I'll give them, you know what? I'll give them a C. I'll give them a C. The Falcons actually have a decent one. Buccaneers, you got Mike Evans, all that. You got some good ones over there. That rises it up. So, based off the receivers, I think that's going to be a C for them. Right here, okay, Zay Flowers for the Ravens. You got, okay, Steelers. George Pickens is good. Bengals, Jamar Chase. I mean, this is probably an A room right here. You got pretty good receivers. You got some pretty good receivers here. Ravens have always had the skill, at least, to put that in there. But we know that the Browns, Bengals, and Steelers definitely have the receivers to do it. I don't know what the Steelers. They better be better with those this year. Yeah, we definitely know the Packers have it. Reed, you got Romeo Doubs. So definitely them to use. The Alexa, stop. I keep telling every time. I swear my videos of like I had like 3 times in my she's gone off. The Bears, Aduze, new rookie there. You have DJ Moore. The Vikings, you'll have Justin Jefferson. The Lions, you have. I mean, I think this is probably another A room. And this is a talented class of receivers. Probably one of the best. Definitely has got to be an A here. Rams, Cooper Kupp. You got Puka Nacua, definitely really good there. Arnold's on Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay, we'll see. You got, okay, Lockett. Okay, good. And then the Niners. Yep, this is probably another A room right here. Actually, I don't know really what they have. I'll give this a B. I'll give this a B right here. Because I just don't see the Cardinals having the receiver yet. Your Marvin Harrison Jr. is fine. But you know how he bounced back and forth. I don't know how long he's going to stay in the NFL. Will he try as much? I mean, I'm sure he will. Of course, the NFL, you get all this money. But I just don't know if I can really what the Cardinals are going to do. I can't really trust them right now. So I'll give them the B. But really good receiver room as it is. Okay, so the NFC East, of course, in the division right now. Got Terry McLaurin. The Giants are what's going to ruin us. Waller's fine, but you know he's a tight end. I don't see much in the Giants. Cowboys and Eagles are fine. So it's probably a B because you do also have some Washington Commanders that are actually good and the other receivers besides McLaurin, Scary Terry. So they're probably a B. Haven't had a D and F yet, but I don't see much in the Broncos or the Raiders. And the Chargers losing Keenan Allen. I think this is our first D. Actually, this may be an F because I don't see much really from the... I don't see anything from the Chiefs. They're not getting anyone a receiver now. They got... You know, they drafted one in the draft. I mean, the Chargers... I mean, am I thinking of something wrong? Who do they have? In the Broncos? You lost Jerry Jeudy? Well, I guess you have Raiders. Okay, you do have Devontae Adams, so I guess that's a D. I'll give you a D. Shouldn't be a C because you don't really have anyone. So definitely a D or an F, but you have Devontae Adams in that group, so that's a D. So there it is. Go take a screenshot, share with your friends. Look, of course, this is going into the season. Anything can happen. I may have missed some receivers on here, but I know a couple of them got. Kansas City has no one. If we were doing tight ends, this would probably be a C or a B because you know you have Travis Kelce. Actually, it wouldn't matter because there. I don't really know of anyone else that's that good. You know, of course, it matters on top receivers and who actually stand out. I don't see anyone that can stand out to me. So those are the receiving classes, I think, for there. Those are quarterback and receiver differences here for these divisions. We'll do more later in the future. Got more videos and more predictions here on TreyDOG 60. Thank you so much for watching, Dog Squad. I'll see you next video. Peace.